You turbos, how you doing?
And hopefully Sky can give us a synopsis of what happened last week, because, yeah, because he's good at that.
Extremely brief. We went to sleep, and then we woke up at dusk. Durkar was acting drunk, looking for clues and sounds in the air, etc. He headed west and then north. Sent his mount heading straight north. Sent his familiar heading to the northeast, um, where it got bombarded by birds that didn't like it flying in their territory. Reardon climbed up onto the roof of the inn. Got nowhere. Got some guards looking for him. And then he got off the roof and headed south. Baron walked around the town center. Just walked around. Just walked around in circles. Walk around in circles. Walk around in circles. Anyways, Aramil headed southwest. And Valakad stayed in and made potions. Aramil heard music from the west of it, from the west of the music, and started heading to the east towards the music. Then Reardon had heard music from the north of it and went to tell Baron. Started heading back south. Sneakily, yeah, sneakily, that one. And then Baron headed to tell Durkar, who, instead of following Baron, just turned directly to the south and headed straight south. Baron also tried to let Valakad know using some cantrips like thaumaturgy, but Valakad thought that the wind had shut the shutters, so Valakad's still in the room. So Baron, Aramel, and Reardon are closing in on the music. Valakad is still in the room, and Durkar and his lizard are heading directly south from wherever they are. And that is it.
That's us, you're out, Captain.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Thank you for your explanation. Uh, which building is the music coming from? Okay, that's what I thought, but I thought I should ask first.
Also, from what we know of the town already, now that you got the map drawn, which is awesome, what buildings do we know is what?
I knew you were going to ask that. Okay. This one is Liar's Lair. Right here. It's the full person-sized tavern inn that you guys have been staying in. This one right here is the Sleep and Sup, which is the halfling-sized tavern inn. This right here is the blacksmith. This right here is Dollmaker. This right here is the Strong Force Manor. Or Strong Force Estate, whatever you want to call it. This right here is the barracks. And you've been in a number of these buildings as you have went to question the different families, but I have to actually look that stuff up. If you guys want to give me a second, I can. Unless you don't think it's important.
At some point, I'd say. I mean, if there's a pattern to be had. I would say I don't think we need it though, do we?
Are there any other buildings that you guys can think of that I've figured out that I haven't mentioned?
No, I think we're good.
Yep, for now.
Okay, so we did have a turn order, but it was deleted.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's there, but you put all the characters on to the GM layer, so it's hidden.
No, I actually deleted it. It was all on the main map screen, and I deleted the tokens, which deleted the turn order.
That's weird because I'm looking at the turn order.
Really? Mine's blank. So,
Love you.
Posted in lobby.
it's funny. It's not there anymore.
I love listening to the ramblings of the little ones. Mine's going on 12 in a couple weeks, so yeah, I'll get that anymore.
Give me a second while I rearrange these.
Yeah, well, Dirk, you got a long way to go. My youngest is 43.
Not too far.
Yeah, there's a lot of water under that bridge, let me tell you.
Okay, so I guess Durkar, what do you want to do first? Since you are the furthest.
Well, I was told to head
Or
south.
first.
I'm just going to keep heading south, and that's the outskirts of town, I take it. So
Yeah, you're like right on the edge of town.
So I'm just going to...
literally a wall to the west of you.
I'm gonna go like that.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep up appearances while I make my way south.
So you're gonna continue to appear to be drunk?
Yep.
Okay, give me another performance check. Which, by the way, you haven't done a great job of up till
Nope.
now.
Well, I think I was dropping the drunk one and just going with the hobbling.
Ah, okay.
I hobble right into a vat of mud.
Lower DC. That still wasn't a very good one. Okay, Reardon. You are with Bane. You can hear some pretty lively music coming from this building here. Multiple different instruments. Yeah. Is there anything in particular you want to do?
Oh, are there any windows?
There are lots of windows.
Okay. Uh, I'll go around looking to see if any of them are where I can see what's going on.
Okay. You're able to look into. Let's see. Give me a stealth check. And Baron, do you go with him to do this?
Sure.
Okay, then give me a stealth check as well.
I'm super stealthy. We
Apparently, so
already
is
we
Reardon.
already know I'm super stealthy.
Uh, for a rogue, boy, I sure am not very good being stealthy.
Stealth, not sleight of
Oh
hand.
my gosh. That's not working right, but whatever. 17. Actually beat.
Stealth, not sleight of hand.
Oh. That's why it's not working right. Still, I beat him. Holy crap. It's
did?
amazing.
Okay, so you guys sneak in close to the building, and Durkar, you're walking towards, not Durkar, Baron, you're walking towards the building, and Reardon kind of reaches out and stops you from kicking a rock, and you're like, yeah, I know, I saw it, thanks. And he turns around, starts walking away, only he's not watching where he's going, and you actually have to reach out and grab him, stop him from running into something. So, yeah, it's a nice twist of fortunes there. But you come around to the side of the building. Well, let's do the other side. Come around to the side of the building. As you're looking through the windows on your way, most of them look like small homes. As you look into the windows, I'm sorry. Most of what you see just looks like, beds, small kitchens, maybe a restroom here or there. As you get around to the side, you see a large, uh, large glass window. As you peer in, you can see that there's kind of in the middle of the building, kind of a large common room. And that's where there's a group of mostly halflings, a couple dwarves, a few gnomes. There's even a human over in the corner. Um, they are all together. They're laughing, talking. They're having a good time, singing, drinking, lots and lots of drinking. Um, Looks like some sort of celebration.
I don't. Okay, from watching them, they don't. They don't appear to be trying to do anything. Having a good.
They don't appear to be trying to do what?
Not try. They don't look like they're trying to entice anybody to come and to the music. It just looks like they're just enjoying themselves and playing and singing songs.
Correct.
Okay, so these might not be the music, or the music may not be what attracted the children, or have anything to do with the children being abducted.
All possibilities.
Well, as we walk around, do we find a door?
Yes, there is a door right next to the great big glass window that you guys are looking through.
Okay, I'm gonna go try the door to see if it's unlocked.
Okay, opens freely.
What do you need me to do?
Nothing. It opens freely. You can enter
Oh,
if you want.
it's open.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go inside.
Okay. Um, some of the people near the door kind of quiet down a little as you enter. They kind of stop and watch you for a couple moments, and then seeing you not doing anything obviously crazy, they return to their party.
I'm gonna ones that are by the door. I'm gonna ask them if they have any idea what happened to the children. And then the second question that I would ask them is, how often do you guys get together and play and sing and have a party?
Okay. You just pick a random person near the door.
Yeah, just
Okay. It's kind of a middle-aged halfling guy. He's um got some gray hair, not a whole lot. He's just kind of leaning against the wall, drinking, kind of watching everyone. As you approach, he kind of looks you up and down a little bit, a little nervous, and just kind of says hello. Um, you want to know about the kids? What kids? What children are you?
Say again.
What children are you referring to?
The children that have been kidnapped, well, taken or disappeared anyway. There's like 6 of them.
Hey, he again he kind of looks you up and down a little more um analytical again, and he says, oh, those children. Um, we don't really know anything about those, and none of them have come from this complex. Um, I mean, I guess you're welcome to ask around. I don't. Probably not the best time to be asking about that kind of stuff. Half of us are drunk, and the other half will probably be drunk very shortly.
I said it looks like that this is not this group does not have anything to do with kidnapping. And
Oh no, of course we wouldn't have anything to do with the kidnapping.
I believe it. Do you do this often? Get together and have a party?
No, we try to get together maybe a couple times a month. Um, Kind of a tight knit community, and he kind of looks around the group, and he points to a very old halfling woman on the other side of the building, other side of the room, and he says, that's Granny May. She's um she's turning 132 today. She's the oldest halfling in Corton, as far as I know. And this woman that he's pointing to, she is she definitely looks old, but she definitely is not acting old. She's got a mug in one hand. She's got a mug in one hand. She's sloshing it around. She's dancing like crazy. Dancing like a schoolgirl. She is very obviously already drunk. And who knows where the evening is going.
Now, at this point, I'll tell the individual, thank you, and I hope you enjoy the party, and I'll leave.
Okay. And he says, thanks, I was planning on it. And he just kind of waves to you as he takes another drink.
And at this point, it's okay. we wouldn't be able to hear any other music since we were right next to the building. These guys are having a party.
You can certainly try.
Oh,
If you'd like to, give me a perception check.
okay, I'll try. And
He's going to end up rolling out 20, isn't he?
no. Anyway,
Okay, there are no other obvious sources of music that you can hear.
and I'll sit there and say, I guess we ought to go. Let's head back toward the inn.
If that's what the two of you want to do.
Uh, while we went down here, we didn't see any strange activity. So we start making our way back.
Okay.
And
Well, let's pick up with you guys here in a few minutes. Aramil,
Yes.
you are coming up just to the southwest of the building with all the music.
Mm-hmm.
I believe your original intent was to attempt to find the Thieves Guild in town.
Well, that's true. But I got distracted by this music.
Yes.
So, are we limited to turn order, speed, and so forth? Or
No, that's just an easy way for me to know what order to go in to talk to people.
Okay. And I'm going to come on over here and talk to Reardon and Baron, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Reardon and Baron.
Yes. Just to find out what they've already discovered from this building. Is this a concern that we need to deal with at all? Or, what about those smaller rooms that you saw with like this one right here? Just a little room like somebody's little apartment or something. Is this just some sort of commune, or is it more than that?
In this building here, it's just a group of people celebrating a woman's 130th something birthday, and according to the people I talk to, they get together like once or twice a month and do this, play the music and sing songs. It's not doesn't appear that they are the ones. If there's music being played that attracts children, I don't think it's this people who are doing it.
Yes, I agree with you. It's the wrong kind of music, and it's certainly too many people involved. Uh, I guess my question was on either side of this main window and door, there appear to be small rooms that could be someone's apartment or something like that. Is this sort of a group home or something?
I don't know.
Are you seeing rooms that we're not seeing?
Well,
Or are you just seeing the graph?
no, they aren't drawn in, but as Reardon was coming south, the description as he looked into the smaller rooms, the smaller windows, was that they looked like small sleeping rooms and kitchens and such.
Gotcha.
And I guess, jumped to the conclusion that maybe this is some sort of an apartment or a commune or something.
I didn't ask.
In any case, it doesn't appear to be where our trouble is.
What I came up with, it seems like people when they're having a good time.
Yes, I agree with you. It doesn't seem like it's the people we need to be concerned about. Uh, uh, I don't have anything better to do that I know of, so I think I'm going to head back to the west and see if I can still find that Thieves Guild. Do you know where it is?
I just have a general idea that I can go with you, and if we find anybody in the area, uh, I'll see if they are connected, and if they are, then I'll find
Okay.
out what they know.
Okay. And there is another alternative. I mean, we've been kind of walking on eggshells around this Furton. Maybe we ought to just out and accuse him and see what happens.
That would not be a good idea.
Well, it would get some results one way or another.
It may, well, it may cause you to be fighting every inch of the way that you walk down the street. So I'll use a little tack, see what I can find out.
Tack, is that like those pointy things that you hammer into a bulletin board?
Something like that. I'm gonna go ahead and start heading west.
Okay, that's fine. I agree. We should wander that direction, but we get over there, we're likely to run into Durkar too.
I might. Anyway, I start moving through the street, seeing if there's anybody out.
Both of you give me. Are you trying to do this stealthily or quietly? sneakily?
No, at this point, I want to be if they're there. I want them to see me, and I want to see them.
Okay. Then, both of you give me perception checks. And Baron, are you going with him?
No, I'm gonna head back to the market. Hopefully this time through a gate and not over a wall.
I was gonna ask earlier, where's that wall located?
You're right next to it.
Oh, it's that squiggly line? Okay.
Okay, Baron, the only gate you've actually seen is near the Strong Force estate. It's the only one you've seen.
That's probably joyful, but we're gonna go over there.
That's probably joyful.
We'll see.
Okay. Ouch. Um. Okay. Da, da, da. You guys make your way through the alleys and the streets, and you're walking along. You as far as you know, you guys are alone in this alleyway. And who's in the front here?
That's me.
You're in the front? Okay. As far as you guys know, you're alone in this alleyway. But as you step around a corner, Reardon, there's suddenly a hunched over man standing directly in front of you. He's got curly red hair, and he looks fairly old. All his teeth are missing. He's just kind of got gums in his mouth. And he appears to be human, or something along that lines. But he's hunched over. He's like almost hunched in half, I guess.
Mm. I'll lower myself down and start talking to him in thieves' camp. And basically, in thieves' camp, I'm going to ask him how is he doing, and see if he responds.
He kind of angles his head towards you, so he can look at you with one eye, and he opens it really wide, and his eye it's kind of like a deep color blue. almost um, unnaturally blue. And
Hmm.
as he stares at you, his the color in his eye just kind of swirls. And after a moment of staring at you, he turns and he does the same with Aramil. He just kind of stares, his head, slowly moving back and forth as he looks Aramil up and down. And he turns back to you and he says, "Two elves, we don't see elves, not very often. Where are the elves from?"
We're travelers, and since he's is he talking to me in thieves camp?
No, he's actually, let's see, what language do you speak? What languages do you speak, Aramil? Or not Aramil, Reardon?
I speak Elvish, thieves camp,
Okay.
and
I'm gonna use this as the token. Just cause. Um, actually, he is speaking to you in Elvish, which is one that you both speak. And it's also one that you don't hear very often.
well, again, let's see, I won't find out. Now, I'm not sure whether he understood what I said in thieves camp. So again, in thieves camp, okay, I'll tell him that we are travelers, and in this same sentence, okay, I will ask him if he knows where the leader is, and then stop and let him respond.
And he continues to look back and forth between you and Aramil. And he watches you very carefully. He says, still in Elvish. He says, "Yes, yes, yes, yes."
salvage, I will sit there and tell him, okay, that to have a nice night, and I will proceed heading in west.
Okay, Airmail, do you follow him?
Yes, I certainly do.
Okay. He's going to watch after you, just kind of lift a hand into the air and waving at you and say, "Good luck with your crap. Good luck with your search."
I'll keep heading west.
Okay. Um, actually, after that, let's go ahead and go on to Valakad. He hasn't had a whole lot to do yet this session.
Okay.
Okay, so Valakad. You spent a good portion of your evening making potions. I believe you came away with a total of 5 potions so far.
Yep. I will look out my window and listen because I can't see shit. And see if I can hear any music on the air.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check. Sorry. Okay, 17, that's actually the best roll you've had yet. Fortunately, you don't hear any music on the air. You do hear a argued conversation. A quiet one between 2 guards nearby. One of them seems to be very annoyed and is just trying to tell the other one to shut up. He doesn't want to hear anymore. But the other one is going on about this huge gold and dirt covered monster that tried to kill him earlier in the evening, and he doesn't understand why his friend doesn't believe him.
Looking out my window, can I see them?
No.
Okay, then that doesn't matter. Then since nobody came and got me, and I don't know what anybody else is doing, I guess I will try and make one more potion.
Baron did
Of greater
try.
healing. What's that?
Baron did try. Sort of.
Whatever. The wind shut my shutters. That is not a very good try.
Okay. So you want to make another potion?
Yep, I will make one last potion. Right.
Greater?
Yep.
Okay. Give me a potion check. You got what, a 21?
Uh, yep.
Okay. Pretty sure that's just one. I'm not actually looking at the document right now, but I'm pretty sure that's just one.
Two.
Hmm?
This is 20/2.
This is the grader?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's two.
Sweetness.
Okay, so you... Wow, you managed to make... What is that, 7 potions tonight?
Yep.
Okay, unfortunately that takes up the rest of your evening.
That is perfectly fine.
And... Is there anything you want to do with Baron real quick? Since you kind of did your thing earlier. Nothing too great.
Baron would probably send a sending to Durkar and say false alarm. It was a party of people that were playing music for a birthday or something in these trying times.
Okay, Durkar, you
I
are
think.
able to respond
Oh,
to...
nope, never mind. I can't. I don't have any spells for level 3 spells for sending. Never mind. I'm just going to go back and yeah, walk around the market till dawn and then go to bed, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess Durkar can go and find out for himself when he gets down there and nobody's there.
Well, he doesn't really know where to go anyway, so... He's just gonna wander around down there at some point and just kind of be like, screw it. Um... Oh my god, my nephews are driving me nuts. Um... Okay, I believe that is... Durkar.
All right, I'm gonna keep going south, and I'm gonna listen for anything out of the ordinary.
Okay, go and give me... go and give me a perception check. That's what, a 16?
Yep.
Okay. And as you continue heading south, fortunately, it's still not quite close enough to hear any music at this point.
Not unless there's other music.
Unfortunately, no, there's not. At least not the kind you're looking for. Um, Anything else for you?
Nope. I'm nothing's catching my ear. I'm just going to continue on.
Okay, give me another performance check. Okay, give me a perception check with your pseudo dragon as well. Okay, a couple of guards kind of pass by the alleyway, and they notice you. They kind of stop and return to the alleyway to watch you for a couple of moments. They either decide you're not suspicious or don't want to deal with you, because they, after a few moments of watching you, they turn around and leave. Just shortly after that, you get a response from your pseudo dragon, and come to find out that it is not having a good time. It is dealing with a bunch of birds that just do not want to leave it alone. And basically, it's asking you to let it fight back, because he doesn't like being picked on.
I never told he couldn't fight. But yeah, he can fight back if he wishes.
Okay. After a few moments, you hear a couple of loud shrieks of birds, kind of echoing in the distance. And you get a very satisfied feeling in response from your dragon.
And I smile.
And with that, it tells you that it will continue on patrol and report back when it can.
Alrighty, and lizard.
Hasn't seen anything.
Yeah, he would have come south. He'd be almost to town square, I think, by now.
Oh, you told him to come south?
Yeah, I told him to come south too. So he should be right about where that scribble's at.
Oi. Anything else for you, Dirker?
I'll continue keeping my awarenesses up and see what I find.
Okay. Reardon. You and Aramil are still together.
Yeah,
What are you guys doing?
I'm continuing walking the streets.
Okay.
And talking to anybody that's on the street in Feast Camp, telling them that we need to speak to the leader. We are working to find the lost children.
Okay. You don't meet a whole lot of people. I mean, it is very late in the evening. It's actually very early morning, technically. So there's not a whole lot of people out at this point. And like most of those that you do see, they see you and they basically turn around and go the opposite direction. Or cross the street or whatever. They don't want anything to do with you because you're a stranger walking in the street at night.
Nico, get over here. Come get more popcorn, Nico. Nico.
Aramil and Velakad, I'm sorry, not Velakad. Reardon and Aramil, give me perception checks.
Here, you want some popcorn? Here.
Aramil? Aramil. Hey, Dad. I know you're there. Hello? I just heard you talking.
Lost the mute button again.
I just heard him talking to my sister. Or my nephew or something. Maybe he forgot to put the headset back on. Just a second.
Just yell down the hall.
Okay, so you're there now?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey,
See, I told you I heard him talking. Um, Aramil, give me a perception check. Okay. As you guys are walking along, um, Reardon, you happen to glance back and realize that you are not alone. The curly-haired, hunched-over man who speaks Elven is following you. And just to give you an idea, it is very unusual for people to even recognize you as Elven unless you're not doing anything to hide, like your ears or whatever. But it's even more unusual for somebody who isn't Elven to speak the Elvish language. Um, that it's almost unheard of.
Well, there's always that uh, circumstance that breaks the rule or whatever.
Exception to the rule.
I'm in Elvin. I'm going to ask him if he knows anything about the missing children. Um, we are looking for assistance to go find them.
Yes, the missing kiddos. It's very, very sad.
I think that I'm going to keep wandering to the west. Must be a thieves guild here somewhere. Maybe
Okay.
we keep wandering, they'll find us.
Okay. Well, uh, let's hold on just a minute for you, Irma. We're dealing with Reardon at the moment. I was trying to do it at the same time, but if you're gonna go off and do different things, then let's deal with Reardon. And this red-headed curly-haired, curly red-headed haired guy. Anyway, he's got curly red hair. He says, yes, the kiddo's missing. So very sad. But I'm afraid I know not where they're hiding, or
Reardon, what do you think? Am I wandering the right direction, or should we be going somewhere else?
At this point, I'm not sure if we'll find anybody that can help us get
Get over here. Just Tammy, stop
this
touching.
late at night.
Stop. Or I will.
And in Elvin, I'm gonna tell
Do you understand
Fire
me?
Top here that
Stop jumping. Stop being crazy.
Hello?
Or you can go in timeout.
we'll
If that doesn't work, you can go to bed. Get over here.
as
we're just seeking assistance with for knowledge about the missing children, since some of the street children have come up missing too. We thought maybe the guild could help us
Okay,
because
I'm afraid I
any
just
assistance.
got on the end of that. Apparently,
Reardon's still
managed to mute
talking.
myself.
yeah, Aramel got muted. He didn't realize anyone was talking.
Okay. Well, he just totally interrupted what Reardon was saying.
Okay. Aramel, while you are, since you're going off and doing something else, we're gonna finish up with Reardon and then come back to you. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry. Continue with what you're saying,
Uh,
Reardon.
yeah, with Fire Top here, there's something about the way that he acts that's not quite right, and he may know more than what he's trying to display. So I'm telling him in Elvin that we're looking for help from the guild with the missing children. And right now we're going to start walking north. Okay, look for a gate and then go through the park to the Liar's Lair. And we'll be out tomorrow on the street looking for people who may know something about the missing children. At this point, that's the best I can think of to do. Okay, I'm done.
He'll actually walk up to you and reach his hand out for you to take it. Do you take his hand?
Yes, I take his hand.
Okay. And then he'll continue walking down the alley and reach his other hand out to take Aramel's hand. Do you take his hand, Aramel?
Certainly.
Okay, and he will guide the both of you through the alleyways to here. Um, and he will kind of lean up against this wall like that, the wall of this building,
Mhm.
and he will look at the two of you and say, "We'll see the Elveses tomorrow."
I'll look at Aramel and sit there and say, I think we can go back to the inn. And tomorrow, if we come over this way, we may have a more productive day of gathering information. So, what do you think, Aramel?
It sounds like it. But, you know, if you consider the amount of luck we've had with finding out anything on this case, uh, I'm going to have to wait and see.
So, I'm going to head back toward the inn.
Okay,
Sounds good, and I'll go too.
okay. Um, kind of have to wind your way through some alleys, some side streets, but you make it back there eventually.
Eventually.
Okay, Valcad, um, you want to do anything else for your? You've been making potions for 8 hours now.
Oh, look who I found.
No, I'll probably just go to bed.
Okay. How about Baron?
If something comes up, he'll probably walk in and grab some breakfast and then go to bed.
Okay. Durkar. Um, morning is fast approaching, and as you're headed south, you run across Reardon and Aramil on their way back to the tavern.
Anything down that way?
Now, we made contact with an individual, and he kind of indicated that tomorrow we might be able to gather some information from the guild people.
And why was I told to head south? Was that figured out?
Oh, well, we heard music playing and we went down south, okay, and we found where it was coming from, and we found out that it was a celebration of the birthday of the oldest woman in the village.
Ah, so not the music we listened to, huh? So what's the plan now then?
I think we should get breakfast and go to bed and sleep. And plan on getting up about dark again and heading down to the southwest.
Alrighty, I'll go with him and head back towards the inn.
Okay.
And when we get there, I'll dismiss my dragon so he can go rest.
Okey-doke.
I'll dismiss both so they're like not hanging around town. And just bring it back later.
Sounds good. Um. Didn't take you much to get back to the tavern. The town isn't particularly difficult to navigate.
Except for a wall.
Um. It is 8 o'clock, and I realize we started late, but let's go ahead and take a break. And we'll pick it up shortly.
Okay.
So go get your snacks, your drinks, your restroom, your stretches, your... No. Whatever you need to do. And see you back here in a bit. Everyone there? Anyone there?
I'm here.
Yep.
Yep.
Arabelle?
I'm back.
Welcome back. Okay, so you guys are headed back to, or rather, are back at the tavern.
Yeah.
Angry kind of sleepily looks up from the bar as you walk in. Kind of gives you guys a dirty look. Starts shuffling around and getting some drinks and some food ready.
What's the dirty look about?
'Cause it's early in the
I
morning.
forgot to wash. I'll turn around and go wash it.
That'll work too. But you guys, it's very very early in the morning. She just woke up and you guys are making her work because you guys came in. But she brings you some drinks. And gets some food going for you guys for breakfast. And then she makes her way back to the bar and kind of lays her head down in the bar to wait for others to show up.
Nico, out of the kitchen, or I will put you in the bouncy chair. Now. Nico.
Shortly after, food comes out, and you guys have breakfast and your time to discuss if you so desire.
Didn't
I
seem
freaked
to
out
me
a
like
guard and found nothing. So there's mine.
didn't seem to me like we had very much progress. How about you guys? We as Aaron or Reardon and I.
And we won't know it until we go back there. we might be assisted. And we might not. It's worth a shot.
Okay. Well, earlier in the earlier morning before daylight, I suggested to Reardon maybe we ought to just accuse Ferdin, or maybe kind of have the captain of the guard bring him in as a material witness to question him. But I don't know what you guys think about it. I mean, I know we don't have anything but circumstantial evidence, but at the same time, if we don't get any, then those kids are just gone and no explanation at all. Could be bringing him in and questioning him.
And if he is a member of the guild and the captain of the guard goes and pulls him in, okay, when we go back and find out anything, we aren't going to hear nothing. And if the individual doesn't know anything, then we come up totally blank.
That's true. But I think we're no worse off than we are now. It's just, we got to do something.
Well, if we go there later on, okay, and we don't get contacted, all right, and we can send the captain of the guard after Fire Top.
Well, I need to go to the doll makers anyway sometime today because I think this will be the day my doll's done. If I'm counting that right.
Sounds good to me. Been long enough.
Are you not hearing me?
Yeah, we heard you. Well, that depends. What did you say?
Well, I was just talking about possibly taking the doll maker in.
Yes, we responded.
Okay.
Or rather, Reardon responded.
Okay, yeah, I heard that. It's just something freaky's going on because I'm only hearing about every other thing or parts of everything said. Whatever.
Well, they can always use the excuse of me picking up my doll as a reason to go snooping around his shop again.
Do you think he'll actually let you look at anything in his shop without him standing right there?
Well, he could be standing right there, but you guys could also be looking around and admiring things too. Or attempting to look that way. That is, anybody wants to go.
I guess I can go along with you, but I think I want to sleep first.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's breakfast time that we're sitting around here talking
Yeah,
while we're eating breakfast.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I understood.
As soon as we're done, I'm going to go up and go ahead and get 4 hours, and then head out again.
All right, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I was gonna go after a rest anyway.
The one advantage we have is that 4 hour trance is a full rest for the day.
Well, you may be able to transfer 4 hours, but you still have to take 8 hours downtime.
True enough. And you don't consider wandering around the town as downtime.
No.
All right.
I mean, it is light
Light activity.
business. Yeah.
But I don't know.
Oh my god, Roman, help me get some light for me. Please.
I think my nephew just exploded. I'm so glad I don't have kids, and I don't watch kids, and I don't have to deal with kids, and yeah.
I'm so glad all of the above. Plus, I don't have kids at my house.
I love my little turd.
Uh, I enjoyed them when they were running around the house. My grandkids, anyway. So
It's not in the door, it's in the cabinet. I think when I just open the cabinet and look inside the cabinet, okay?
Yeah, this is actually another step beyond that for me.
Yeah.
Because these are great grandkids.
oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, well, that happens if you keep living long enough. And of course, that you had some kids to have kids to have kids.
Yeah.
Well, my two are probably not going to have any more kids. And my grandkids, I don't know. They might produce a couple. We can only hope.
God, I cannot think of Kenny as a dad. No offense to him or anything, but yeah. Anyway, so you guys are finishing up eating, and you guys head upstairs, take a break or your naps. Um,
As I pass by the bar, I lay a couple of gold pieces down right next to her. Hopefully, not waking her.
by the time you finish eating, she's awake and running around taking care of customers and yeah.
Well, I'd still give her 2 gold.
And she nods her head in appreciation, thanking you.
Yep, give me just 1 second. Hang on just a second, I'll come watch you so that nobody takes you.
So you head upstairs. Everyone's taking a nap, right?
I am.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Okay. So you guys take your nap, your downtime for the time being.
Hurry up, you Romy, please.
Um,
Thank you, Roman. Come back in. Lydia, come back in. Now.
give me a second, guys. I have to come up with a dream, apparently.
Oh, careful. Behave, guys.
Wish I thought about this before the break. I couldn't think about a dream during the break.
Sorry.
It's my bad. Yes, I think you actually told me before the break.
You're hurting him. Sit down, Danielle.
It just didn't click for me.
Nico, get out here. Nico! Get out here. Excuse me. Danielle, stop running around. Yeah, stop. Danielle! Stop! I know you like to jump, but we're not jumping right now because it's getting late. You need to calm down. You can either behave or be done. Okay, then let's go night night. Yeah, but we don't need to jump around the house for that.
Oh, they're so loud. Okay.
Grandpa, who are you gonna sit with? Come here. Ryan, do you want to go to timeout? Does that help you back to the couch?
Falcad, roll me a
We're not playing right now. Because you're
a d6.
so stop.
Now you're gonna did it.
Okay. Sorry about the screaming, guys. Um.
It's okay. My head screams all the time.
That's a whole different situation. Um, Valakad, you lay down, to fall asleep, and
Stop it, Lydia.
one of the last thoughts you have um, before actually drifting off is about your tincture. About having not taken it, whether intentionally or slip of the mind. Um, you can feel um,
I'm telling you sorry.
the weightlessness of sleep take you, and after several
Nico, get over here.
several moments, you open your eyes, and as you look around, you notice that wherever you are, it's extremely hot. You're just, it's just stiflingly hot. You start looking around, and you realize that even the ground beneath you is uncomfortably hot, to the point where you can't leave your bare skin touching the ground without it literally feeling like it's going to burn you. Um, make your way to your feet. You start kind of looking around. Um, you're in a massive cavern. It's so tall, you can't even see the ceiling. And the cavern is lit by the orange glow of rivers of molten rock. Or actually just molten fire. It's not even rock, it's just rivers of fire. And you kind of step a little closer to one of them, and this large swirl of flame just kind of erupts from the river. Um, and for a moment you see little dancing entities in the flame, and you can see them moving around and dancing, and as the swirl or the flare um, um, lessens or loses its surge, the little dancing entities kind of fade. And as you look around, um, back behind you, you see a large um,
Okay, go out of the kitchen.
large cave entrance covered by a um, heavy iron door. The entrance is probably 70 feet across and maybe 50 or 60 feet tall. And it's um, closed by two large iron doors, kind of like barn doors. Then you look up the other side of the cavern, and there's a large metal altar that um, the altar is designed to literally look like a flame, and it's glowing red hot. Some places it's even white hot. And um, there next to the altar, you see a statue, metal statue, um, of a dwarven female in full armor with a helmet. She's got a shield in one hand and an axe in the other. And um, the shield is ringed in fire and has a burning sword emblazoned on it. And this entire statue is um, red hot with heat. And just in the time that it's taken you to look around, um, you being used to a very humid and wet environment, uh, being in this literal oven has been extremely uncomfortable. And just in a couple minutes, you can feel the skin on your lips cracking, um, you can feel the moisture being pulled out of your skin. You know, the top layer of your skin is starting to flake and crack, and you can literally feel yourself being cooked alive. And what do you do at this point, Valakad?
That's a great question. Um, do I I'm guessing I recognize the shield as the symbol that Durkar wears.
Yeah.
Okay. And I would know that as Roshan.
Yes.
Okay. Um,
I think the only one in the party who wouldn't readily recognize any of the deity's symbols would be Durkar himself, as he's not from this plane.
okay. Then in that case, I will speak aloud. Is this where I must place the heart?
Um, that was not a question I was expecting. um, you hear a very faint whisper, almost almost like a voice trying to break through the din of other loud voices at a party, and you're just barely able to make out the sound of this one voice that you recognize. And as you do, you hear um, um, sorry, let me look at that quest again real quick. Make sure I'm giving you the right details. The voice you can just barely hear speaks to you and says, "You must find the entrance to the plane of fire. Brave the dangers you see there, and make the offering to Rashan herself."
I recognize this as Estra, right?
Yes, it is. It's like it's just barely coming through to you.
Yep. Then I will return and ask which direction must I go to find the plane of fire.
The Deathlands.
I will say thank you, my lady.
Okay, and you wake up in the morning. Um, your bedding is singed, and in some places it's has literally burnt. Um, your your hair is singed. Your eyebrows and eyelashes are all curled up on the ends. Um, your chips. Your lips are seriously chapped. Um, they're like caked with really dried skin. You're like covered in like this layer of um basically a layer of cooked skin. Um, it's gonna take you a while to recover from this, and you are so thirsty. I mean, like deliriously thirsty, like to the point where you're like about ready to pass out type thirsty. So that was your dream.
Cool.
Are you going to do anything to start with this morning, or
I will probably, I would imagine, fire truck, fire truck.
you could have used that a little bit ago, huh?
Right? Can honestly use it right now, which is what I was thinking about doing. I will probably go. Is there a bath in each room? Is there a shared bath in this place? Like, what? How does that work exactly?
You guys are kind of in the VIP suites, so you'd have a shared bath amongst your specific rooms.
Gotcha. So I will probably go and use create water and um,
It came in the package from Sam's, and I don't
there we
know
go.
if I
Um,
ordered it or if they accidentally sent it. I haven't
and
checked the
fill up
box yet.
the
So yeah, I was like,
with cold water and hop in and try and get nice and cool.
Okay. Okay. Stand there for a while. Doesn't take long before your skin starts to just soak up the water. I mean, literally just drinking the water in. Um, yeah. Takes you a little while to recover, but you do eventually.
he does with me sometimes when Eddie leaves or Clarissa. We're the only ones that come.
That being said, what did the rest of you do?
go over and ask him how, if that's working for him.
Huh? I didn't catch what you said. I'm sorry. Can you repeat it?
I will go over to the bathroom and ask him if that's helping him.
I
Okay.
love the water. Water is great.
I'll go back to my gear and get my water bag and bring it in and tell him to drink slowly.
Okay, just a second. Okay. Sorry. You can go and respond. Val again.
Oh, um, yeah. I don't know. I said drink slowly, and I will reply that I will just be about an hour in this nice cold water, and then I will be down.
Do the rest of you go down for lunch? I guess.
No, I'm gonna stay resting for a while longer.
Okay.
Since I'm awake, I'm going to go ahead and start heading toward the southwest part of town.
Okay. You're gonna head for the southwest part of town.
Yeah,
You gonna take anyone with you?
anybody who wants to come.
Anyone?
If you're waiting for a while, then I will come if you want me to come.
I can do that. I can wait.
I'm gonna spend the day just hanging around the main tavern room when I decide to go downstairs.
Okay. Naramel, what are you doing? Naramel. Are you there?
Someone go kick his chair.
Well, he's not asleep. 'Cause I heard him talking a number of times. So
Yeah.
something must have been going on with his headset. Just a second.
He's getting a personal touch.
Okay, Ariel, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Don't know what's going on.
Okay, so what was the last thing you heard? Did you hear the whole Valakad dream?
No, probably not.
Okay, so Valakad had a dream where they visited basically playing fire. Came back from the dream scorched and slightly cooked. And is now soaking in a tub full of cold water, just trying to recover and rehydrate. What's his name? Reardon has said that he wants to go to the southwest part of town, but is going to wait for Valakad to recover. It's supposed to be about an hour. What do you want to do during this time frame? Do you just want to come down and have food? You want to continue resting? What?
Well, I think gotta have food. Give me something to do while we're waiting. Because I wanted to go with Reardon,
Okay.
and I don't know when is Durkar gonna go to the doll maker.
That's a good question. Durkar?
Sorry about that. What was that?
Airmail asked you when you're planning to go visit the doll maker.
Well, probably about mid-afternoon. So I'm just chilling in the tap room for a few hours.
Well, I'll go on down and sit down with him and see if I can get some lunch.
Okay.
Heavy on the ale.
Angui serves you readily, no problems. Serve something up for you as well, Durkar, whether you ask for it or not. Um, and anyone else who happens to be sitting with you.
Roman, calm down.
Um, as you are waiting for Valakad,
No, because you're not behaving.
a
Come over here and sit.
um,
Or you can go downstairs and go to bed in the bedroom. Come over here, Roman.
halfling woman
Come over and sit here with me.
enters the tavern.
Can you climb up? Here, climb up. Come over here.
She's wearing
I don't know. Come sit over here. You can sit in the chair right here.
heavy red chainmail with full plate gauntlets and boots. She's got a shield thrown over her back, and she's carrying a warhammer in her hand. She's a halfling woman. She's got long red hair that extends down past wherever the shield covers, so you can't really see how far down it goes. And she appears to be on the older side. You can definitely see the lines in her face, and you can see that she, just on the face and the few bits of her skin that you can see, there are definite scars there. She's been through a few battles. She walks over to the corner and puts down her shield and her helmet. Not her helmet. She's not carrying a helmet. Her shield, her hammer. Basically the most of her gear. She puts it down. By the time she's done, she's down to her the armor padding, so that she can move around comfortably and relax. And without saying a word, Angerby brings over this massive tankard of ale, and a small plate of like breakfast meats. And the woman just kind of takes a long draw from the ale, and where you would think most people would stop to take a breath, she just keeps going and going and going and going. And when you have to wonder how she's not drowning, she finally lets up with a loud gasp, sets the tankard down, wipes her mouth, and just kind of starts to pick at the plate of food, just kind of picking up a piece and kind of nibbling at it, and then she starts to look around the tap room. And at first she's not looking near your party, she's looking down the other end of the room. But before long, her eyes do fall on your party. And she looks each of you over in turn. But when her eyes fall on you, Durkar, she stops what she's doing, and she looks at you very intently. Her eyes searching your armor, your clothing, everything you're carrying. And she seems to be getting more and more frustrated. The longer she looks at you.
I haven't noticed. I'm not looking at her.
I have a feeling you will shortly.
You're right, because she's going to pick up her hammer, and she's
I'm just watching Angaby as she goes about to do her job.
okay. Well, this halfling picks up her hammer. She comes over to you and just kind of slams it down on the floor in front of her, which is right next to you. And she looks up at you, and she just gives you the most intimidating stare that somebody her size could ever give someone of your size. It's just like amazing how intimidating it is, considering she's like a third your size.
I'll crack my lips and you'll all see a red glow coming from inside my mouth.
Damn it, where is she?
Intimidation check.
Let's put it this way. You're not going to intimidate her unless she can intimidate you.
She can't intimidate me. She's a small fry.
Mm-hmm.
I have a mouth that's glowing for no reason. Yeah, she knows that.
Okay, let's see, where is my list? Okay. She slams the hammer down. She looks you right in the eye and she says, "What are you?"
I'll look around like, huh?
I've never seen your kind here before. What are you?
I am me, and nothing else like it you'll ever see again.
Am I down there yet?
Sure. Well, first of all, tell us how you come down. What do you look
Is
like?
she speaking again? Does she speak common or does she speak?
That's a good
Do I
question.
even understand what she's saying?
That's a good question. She would have asked you a dwarven. Actually, she would have asked you in halfling first.
And that's when I'll start looking around like, okay, where's my translator?
Okay.
The purpose of the looking around.
I gotta hear what you look like when you walk down the stairs. Like, you look like a drowned rat.
Probably. Yeah, I'm gonna, yeah. And I'll have my armor on and stuff, but yeah, my hair's still singed and extremely wet, and my lips are probably still chapped and peeling and whatever, but I did not. I would have dried my skin before I put my armor on, my clothes and my armor on, but not my face. Nope.
Okay.
And probably drinking out of my freaking wine skin.
Okay. For the record,
Water skin.
you are your skin is very raw. Pretty much every thing is raw.
I'll just start laughing.
Yeah, you look, any exposed skin that you have exposed at the moment looks like it's had a very serious sunburn.
I gotta get my son some water, but my next steps is I'll twiddle my fingers at Valak had like some secret languages and point at the halfling and give a shrugging motion and stuff like that. Like I'm talking to him with my fingers.
Okay. Go ahead and get your water real quick.
I will ask this small person. Um, what we can do for her,
What language do you ask
and
in?
I'll ask in Dwarven.
Okay. Um,
Watch what? We could maybe watch something for a few minutes, but first I need you to go downstairs. What? Titanic. You want to watch Titanic? Okay, yeah. Roman, go downstairs and go potty, and then come back up.
she says,
Make sure you close the door when you come up, okay?
and she kind of nods towards the lizard guy, Durkar. What is he? I've never seen his like around here.
I'll use Mind Link,
Um,
and I will say he is our lucky golden lizard.
You don't know I know the phrase though, so
No, I'm using Mind Link.
I know, but you still don't know I know.
Oh, okay.
No, I know it. So why
Okay,
would you
no.
use Mind Link?
Okay, true. So, okay, yeah. Then I will say it in Dwarven. I will say he is our lucky golden lizard.
Okay.
The table creaks just a little bit.
Does he not speak on his own?
He is currently being taught Dwarven. He is not apparently from here. He 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 kind of just appeared out of a portal. There was a flash, and then he dropped out of a portal.
Okay. And she kind of looks you over again, Durkar, and says, he's a follower of Rashawn.
Apparently, his god from where he was from was one of his kind or something, and was not answering him when he got here. So we came across him in the middle of a fight at Iron Axe Clan Hall against ogres and orcs. And during our stay at the clan hall, he went around and found the proper deity that he wished to follow. One that would actually respond to his prayers.
But he does speak.
You speak the common tongue.
I can make
The
myself
tongue.
understood.
Then I will speak in common and say, Durkar, this is, and kind of expectantly wait for her to say what her name is?
My name is Adara Tesseron. I'm a cleric of Rashan and the healer of Corton.
And I will look over at Durkar and say, she's trying to figure out who you are and where you come from.
Well, ain't that a story? I'll let the glow subside. And a little puff of smoke comes up between my teeth as I do, as the fire is extinguished. I am what is called a dragonborn. And where I come from, there are many like me. I'm hoping to find more like me here, though it seems not in the local area.
I can't say that I've ever seen one of your kind before.
That makes the rest of us as well. I only saw him in a dream before he popped out of nowhere.
I'll just put my hand up to the bottom of my chin and be lost in thought. Is this not a large world, or is this just the immediate area?
It's a large world.
And you've been everywhere?
No. Um, I was just going to say that I've not seen any of your kind, but that doesn't mean that they don't exist.
Well, tell me where you have been, and I'll know to go other places.
She kind of laughs and gives you a great big smile. Says, that would be a long list.
Well, I seem to have time, because this little conundrum we're going through right now is taking forever.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you bear the trappings of Paladin of Rashan.
Newly anointed, but yes.
How newly?
How long have we been here? How long since the battle? I've lost count.
Oh, God.
No, literally. No. It's not for you to tell me. That is literally my answer.
I know, but I need to know the answer before we can continue.
Okay. Because for a time, I'm in an underground kingdom. I have no idea what night or day is. It's just all the same color.
Okay, she says, I don't see a badge of your order. Have you not aspired to one?
In truth, I have not had the time to actually look for one. So for now, I would guess you could still call me a freelance paladin. Looking for a place to belong, but that will come in time like everything does.
Before you leave here, we will have to come up with a remedy for that. It is not proper for Paladin to wander the lands without a badge. And as you are representing Rashawn, it is not acceptable for me to let you continue to do so.
He calls her home to plan a fire, right?
Rashawn, yes.
I'm gonna rub my cheeks kind of softly and go, I have a feeling we're going there soon.
All the
I'll
more
raise one eyebrow and look at you all quizzically.
all the more reason for you to be properly accredited.
If it is by her will, then so be it. But it is not by your will to choose. If she deems I join this order or that, it shall be done. If she has other plans, then so be it. I'm sure she'll let me know when she's ready.
You need to decide which order you wish to follow. It is not a decision that Rashawn makes for you.
Again, I'll put my hand on my chin and just like scratch my front of my snout, thinking. And what's going through my head is, different than Bahamut.
Think on the different orders and try to make your decision in short order, and once you have, come see me and I will give you your trial.
Oh, that would be a wonderful thing, except here's a conundrum. I'm newly anointed to her service, but yet know nothing about her full dealings and whatnot. I have not had a tutor, so making a decision, not something I can think on right now without a little guidance.
I will. I will. I will touch Dirkar's shoulder. Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Figured.
What are you doing? Oh, guidance, gotcha.
He wanted guidance, so I gave him guidance.
Even Adara will chuckle at that one. She will, she'll take a, she'll take a coin out of her purse. Just a copper coin. Pardon me. and she'll hold it between her hands and start saying a prayer to Rashawn. And after several moments of her doing this, the coin kind of lifts out of her, kind of starts to levitate in her hands, and it starts to spin over and over and over, faster and faster, until it looks like it's a single ball of copper as opposed to a coin. And well, you're not entirely wrong. She'll kind of look up at you and say, "Copper for your thoughts," and kind of she'll take the little ball of copper, just kind of flick it at you, and it lands right on your forehead. Where it glows for a moment, and you absorb new knowledge from it. You absorb new knowledge from it, which should have been whispered to you in Discord. And if you have any questions over that information, feel free to ask between games.
Okay. And I'll toss her gold for her help.
She accepts it and smiles, nods her head at you, says, we just need to make sure you get your badge as quick as possible. Especially if you're planning to visit Our Lady. And she kind of glances at Valakad.
I'm going to take another drink.
And then she returns to her table, where she takes another long draft of her tankard, and returns to picking at the food on the plate.
As she walks back, I'll have the coin in one hand, and then I'll have the holy symbol of Rashawn in the other hand. And I'll just be like rolling them between my fingers.
Okay. But having seen that, you guys are all at the table now, and are welcome to discuss what you'd like to discuss.
I only want to get our investigation to progress. I hate not having answers.
Well, then let's head down there to the southwest part of town.
Sounds good. And I stand up and pick up my mug and drain it,
Okay, now we're gonna watch.
and I follow him out the door.
As soon as Bethany's done with her shower, we're gonna go down for bed. That's how it goes. Aiden, what? I need you to like look at me and listen to me. Do not get into all the sodas. And yes, there is candy in that cupboard over there, just like last time. But both containers are sealed closed. So it'll be very obvious if you get into them. Do you understand that? Do not do that.
Valcad, you coming?
Twice
Yeah.
more things.
Airmail was going with your car. But yeah, I will come.
I thought they all.
No, you just no, you just brush your teeth. You have to save it for tomorrow, okay? No, you just brush your teeth. Put it back. You can't eat it after you brush your teeth.
Okay.
Do you think we should order donuts in the morning, guys? Oh yes. Yes.
Oh.
Fire truck, fire truck, fire truck, fire truck. Donuts are bad for you.
Sprinkles? Do you want a strawberry with sprinkles too?
Rather have donuts in the fire truck.
Sprinkles? Something lazy? Two strawberries? You want a strawberry and a chocolate, like your brother? Two strawberries, okay.
Okay.
You want two glazed donuts? Is that what you want?
You guys make your way southwest to the part of the city where you saw red-haired dude, curly red hair,
Nico, come here.
dude with the curly red hair.
Do you want me to order you those little egg things that we always give Nico? Do you guys want to share one of those too?
Really?
Nico, come here.
Um. Yeah, you're standing outside the building
Yep.
that he led you to. What do you want to do?
Door?
I'm sorry, all I heard was door.
Can we see a door?
Um, are you like walking around the building looking for one?
I think this is the one that he has lined up on.
Okay. As you walk around the building, give me an investigation check just to see how well you're looking.
And I'll help with that.
With my eyes closed.
Okay. Um, you walk all the way around the building, and at first you don't see a door. And you're like, wait, that's crazy. There has to be a door. So you look again, and um, on the north wall, close to the west corner, you do finally notice the outline of a door, but it's so well concealed against the wall itself that unless you were specifically looking for it or knew it was there, the chance of you finding it's pretty slim.
I will do a special knock and wait for a response.
Okay. Give me something a little more about the special knock that you're doing. Is it something you learned somewhere, or
It's kind of like a code. Everything we do is a deception. Like thieves can't. Okay,
okay?
is special language, and we have markers and signs and stuff, so that only us know what's going on.
Okay. You you do your knock, and um, at first nothing seems to happen. Um, After about 3 minutes or so, um, you do hear some shuffling behind the door, and after about 5 minutes, you hear a voice or something, a voice or um, a couple of voices that are trying to argue quietly. And then after about 7 minutes or so, um, you hear a very quiet creak. Um, and as you look up to find the source of the creek, you see that there are um, three people on the roof pointing crossbows down at you. Well, two crossbows and a short bow.
And thieves can't. I will tell them that we are friends of the guild. And then I'll say that we were told to come back here today so that we find out information about the missing children.
Um, One of the figures on the roof kind of steps off the side of the roof and kind of slowly drops down, lands quite as feather right next to you, and then um, reaches over and flicks a hidden latch. The entire time, just watching you. And he pushes the door open, steps inside, and um, gestures to invite the three of you in.
So I would go in.
And I'll follow.
And I will cautiously follow.
Okay.
And thieves can. I will tell them that these are members of our group that are searching for the missing children, and I will introduce them, saying this is Armel and this is Balgad, and I am Morden.
Can you imagine how freaky this map would be if I had taken the time to put dynamic lighting over each of these lines. That would have been a whole different experience. Sorry. Some of the things I think about when you guys are talking. Um,
I introduced a party to the older gentleman, Fire Top.
okay, well, conveniently, as you walk in, you hear the other two touch down quietly behind you, and they walk into the room behind you. Um, with the three of them behind you, there is currently a man sitting in a chair at the far end of the room. And as you look him over a bit, you do notice it is Firetop, as you called him. Um, I may actually take that as a nickname for him because I like it. Just saying. Um, Firetop kind of, or as you call him, Firetop, kind of looks at you and he says, "The elves have returned." And then he looks at you, Valakad. He just kind of gives you a quizzical look. And then stands up from the chair. And this guy is almost bent in half. He's hunched over so bad. But he makes his way over to you. And kind of peers at you from like, I mean, he has to look up to look at you. Look you in the face. He just kind of peers at you. Trying to get closer. And he can't quite look you straight in the eye because the way his body is malformed. But he kind of pokes you in the forearm or in the arm, the upper arm.
Hey, be careful. Rough night.
And he says, "Interesting. What are you?"
I was a sailor.
And he kind of leans forward and sniffs really loud, inhaling deeply. He says, "Yes, you're of the sea." And he pokes you. He pokes your arm again. Only this time, there's actually a knife in it, and he draws blood. And before you can pull away, he wipes the blood off your arm and looks at it in his hand, just kind of inspecting it and looking it over. And he actually tastes it.
Gross.
And he says, "You are of the sea, but not of this world. What are you?"
What do you mean I'm not of this world? I was born on a ship.
Fine. Keep your secrets if you must.
What secrets?
He slowly
You
turns.
you called them elveses. Elf whatever. Um my race, human?
He was in the middle of starting to turn away, and he turns back to you and says, and just laughs. He says, "You are not human."
How could I not be human?
And he lifts his hand to you, the one with the blood on it. He says, "Here, taste. You are not human."
Gross. Why would I taste? How can you even tell? Gross, dude.
And he starts to turn away, turns back, walks back to his chair, and sits down with a loud groan, and just kind of looks at the party and says, "You seek answers to find children."
Let's be particular here. Rescue children. The way you said find sounds very unsettling.
He just kind of raises his eyebrow at you, the smile on his face never disappearing. And he says, um, "Many seek the children you seek. What makes these children so special? Why do so many seek them?"
Because whoever took them shouldn't have took them. Okay, there's children of the street which we protect. Okay, and then there's children from the town. They need to be found and brought back to where they belong, to their parents. Can you help us or not?
I just thought I was about to text you not to bother because he's like not laying down. I didn't even see. I tried.
The children should go home, but cannot. They are trapped, being contained against their will.
Where are they being contained against their will?
Are they all together?
Who is responsible?
He points at Reardon It says, to his question of where are they being contained, he just kind of points at Reardon and says, that remains to be seen. And then he points at Valakad to his or to their question of, um, are they together?
Are they together?
And he just kind of points at Valakad and says, they are all together. And so far safe. And then, what was your question, Irma?
Who is responsible?
He will point at you, Aramil, and say, you already have your answer, but your doubts stay your hand.
All right, now we know they're being held against their will. And anyway, the information is in Armill's hand. Okay. Where are they being held? The location, general, if anything. Okay. So that we can find them and bring them back without all the hum ha. Give us an answer, or we can go on our way.
He looks at you and starts to laugh and says, you will not like the answer. They are not held here on this plane. They are folded nicely, neatly, in a pocket. One pocket, two pockets. Um,
Where are these pockets located?
three pockets, nine. No, they're not on the plane of fire. Um, how do I answer that? Where are they located?
I don't know. You're the mighty DM. You're supposed to know where these kids are.
I do know where they are. I know exactly where they are. But I can't just come out and tell you guys.
Well, I'm about to cut this old man's throat, okay? And
Oh,
make him,
wow.
Please don't.
okay? I'm a member of the guild, okay? I'm asking him a question. I should get a direct answer, okay? And
He's not
if
exactly
I can't
sane.
get a direct answer, what will happen is I will have his guild, okay, shut him down and replaced.
This dude's not exactly sane. So,
Well,
the
that's
answer.
okay. So if he's dead, I'm putting him out of his misery.
Sane person wouldn't stab me
Remember,
and taste
remember
my blood.
I'm the assassin, okay? I I don't have a whole lot of patience or tolerance for the the, the psychological runarounds.
Um,
Oh,
let's
those
see.
idiots, okay, is easy.
Okay, for where are they being held? Um, See, he said folded nice and neat in a pocket. 1 pocket, 2 pocket, 3 pocket, 9. Um, then you said, where are they being held? And um, oh, what's he gonna say to that? Sorry, give me a second here, guys.
Dee, 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 dee.
Really sad. Both your generation and our generation always good at Jeopardy.
Well, that's the coolest countdown thing, you know. Ow.
Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. Now, current generation, yeah, we got like 700 different game shows to watch.
Yeah, but none of them are as good as the old ones.
That's true of a lot of things.
All I can think of is I know not where the location of the pockets lie, but um, you you already know the culprit. You need but exercise your doubts.
Are you talking about the pockets of a suit?
Or the pockets of a hell.
Pockets of a realm.
Is this realm on this plane or on a different plane?
Well, realm and plane can be used in as synonyms as far as what you guys are referring to. It could be the prime material plane, the prime material realm. It could be the plane of fire, the realm of fire. You know, realm of water, plane of water.
Bathtub full of water.
Is not have a basis on this conversation.
I know. I was just going with water.
Gotcha. I know you're frustrated, Reardon, but I can't just sit there and give you an answer.
Can you point us in the right direction? We need to go north, south, east, or west to find this place.
I feel like we're all the way in the southwest of the town. That he's just gonna point northeast and go somewhere up that way.
That's exactly what he does.
Well, now we got a direction anyway, and we know they're somewhere out there.
Is the gateway to this plane or realm in the town?
Many of them.
No, the one that I'm looking for, the one where these children are being held.
Yes. Many of the gateways to that realm are in this town. But not all.
So it would seem that we have a cliffhanger.
I'd rather be sailing at the bottom of that cliff.
Assuming there's water at the bottom of the cliff. Not all cliffs have water at the bottom.
I like
All
to
the cliffs in
come
my
over to the
life.
cliff. Oh, do you have any idea of just one location that we could go to try to enter this plane in town that we may be able to find?
Are you still trying to ask questions of him?
Yeah. I'm trying to get to at least a specific building. If not a building, at least a general location in town, like next to the barracks or next to the inn or in the middle of the park.
The dollmaker's house.
You know, I mean,
I'm afraid I don't have any more information to give.
uh,
You don't exactly seem to be very forthcoming.
no.
Now, he said we already know who it is, so the only person we've really thought that it might be is the doll maker. So why don't we confront the doll maker?
Well, we got to go to the doll maker and pick up the dragon
Mm,
doll, so we can
that's true.
go
And
look and
I guess that's a task for another day.
yeah, time. Okay, I'm back to the inn,
You guys were taking forever. I walked over to the dolls maker's place.
and and
Actually, we're gonna call it because it's after 10 o'clock, guys.
okay,
Yes, it is.
And
I'm still walking over. I'm right over there. I moved myself. Ha ha ha.
a giant hand descends from the heavens, picks you up, and throws you. Um. So another session. Um. I hope some more interesting stuff happened tonight. Obviously, you guys didn't quite make the progress you anticipated. Um. I hope at least entertained you with some interesting encounters.
Stop child blocking us already, damn it. Let's find these some bitches.
Stop what blocking you?
Child blocking. Let's find these little bitches.
The fact of the matter is, you guys already know who did this. And you have told me time and time again, you're convinced this person did it. But then you guys come up with some reason to talk
Well, we
yourself
don't
out of
have.
confronting it.
We know who did it. We know it was Furton. We just don't have any circumstantial evidence that it was Furton, and we have no way of getting currently the children back, apparently, to this realm. Now, and we kind of need that before trying to prosecute a dude
yeah,
that may not want to help us get them back.
we got we got a whole town full of people, okay, and we've asked around, okay, about getting aid to finding these kids, and nobody ever said, "Well, check out the doll maker." Okay, we've checked with the town guard, and they're as useless as on a hog.
Yeah, they're
I went to the guild, okay, which actually three children, okay, off of the street fall underneath of their protection. Time I asked, I kind of got some general information. The second time, I'm just as baffled as anyway. So yeah, we know it's him, but nothing has ever directed us directly to him. And we've actually been underneath of his house trying to find, like a hide there. So
Yeah, I understand, but keep in mind when you did do that, I don't think any one of you rolled higher than an 8. So just throwing that out there.
well, I mean, I know how to get the information out of the doll maker. Okay.
Maybe that's what you guys gotta do. You gotta spend a session torturing him, finding new ways to inflict pain.
I have a poison kit. I can give him vial A or vial B. Okay. If he gives me what I want, okay, I'll tell him which vial is the good vial. after I give him after I give him a poison, okay, and tell him one is the second part of the poison, which will kill him very slowly, and the other one is the antidote to the first dose that I gave him.
Okay.
Okay, you know, I don't want to hurt the guy. I'm a nice person.
I mean,
When he gives
all
me the
of what
answer,
you
okay,
just
I'll
said
cut his
was
throat.
kind of the contrary, but yeah, I was kind of thinking, I don't know that I want to be part of this, but you have fun.
Mental torture is more effective than physical.
Well, guys, it's been fun, but you need to go on.
Yeah, I need to take my meds and go to sleep.
Yeah, I hear that. So,
Well, let's see.
I
I'll
guess,
see most of you on Sunday.
yeah,
Y'all enjoy your Saturday.
certainly. And
You too.
Have a good night.
yeah,
Night.
good night.
Kenny won't be here Sunday, by the way.
Who won't be there Sunday?
Kenny.
Your son.
What?
He chose to not love us this week.
He's going to do some.
Oh, he's moving.
Oh, that
No,
was last week.
he's gonna go. He's gonna go look at girls at a film
Oh.
festival or something.
Women's music or
I,
movie
yeah,
festival or something.
I believe the word he used was function.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Excuses, excuses.
Yeah, and he's going to claim he was tasked with working at it, and I don't know.
In his defense, I would not want to be there if I didn't have to either. So,
Mm-hmm.
because that kind of thing generally just turns into a bunch of male bashing. He'll be lucky if he gets out of there without. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not happy with her life right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so
He's got an opportunity to advance himself again. Coming up, a new job's opened up, and he's applied for it. Well, he's applied